That brings us to Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur, he did not get any of those precious starting reps that we thought, well, maybe he'll get a few chances to throw to Jeudy or David Njoku or Said Tillman. He didn't get those today. I don't think he's going to get those in Philly. I think those reps are going to go all to Joe.
Got a great arm, very accurate. He threw two great accurate balls, and the last one was he went through all his progression. It was the last read, and for him as a young quarterback be able to make those reads, make that progression, kudos to him. Like I said, he's a great quarterback, and I'm excited for his future.
And that's something that if you don't know football and know the game, you won't understand how great a lot of those plays was that Shedeur Sanders did.
When Jeudy finally opened his mouth about Shedeur Sanders, Browns fans almost expected chaos. They were bracing for some locker room soap opera, like a Real Housewives of Cleveland episode, complete with sideline eye rolls and cryptic Instagram posts. Instead, Jeudy went full motivational speaker mode. Yes, you heard that right, Jeudy, the guy whose job is to outrun cornerbacks and occasionally forget routes, just became Shedeur Sanders' hype man.
Can you talk about what did you think of Shedeur's performance the other night, and how have you seen him come along throughout this game?
No, Shedeur, he did a great job the other night. Setting completion, moving the ball down the field, scoring touchdowns. That's all you can ask for a quarterback. He constantly growing each and every day. Learning the offense, learning the scheme, and I'm excited for him. He got a bright future ahead of him.
Like Jeudy just said, going through his progressions, coming to the last progression for that touchdown. People, may not necessarily know that as a quarterback, it's a lot of different reads. It's a lot of different things you're seeing. You might be trying to go to this receiver. That's what the play is calling for. But if this receiver is checked off, you're trying to go to the second receiver, but he's not open. You're trying to get to the third. And you're like, okay, man, I might have to.
Apparently, the big scandal wasn't a scandal at all. According to Jeudy, Shedeur Sanders has been grinding, impressing teammates, and shutting down every lazy narrative floating around about him. That's right. While Twitter was out here writing him off as just another college hype machine, Jerry was busy dropping a love letter disguised as an insider report. And Mary Kay Cabot, Cleveland's ultimate Browns insider, was sitting there like she just uncovered state secrets. Forget the Pentagon Papers. This was the Jeudy Papers, and they were glowing.
Some of these media people or whoever is not really praising Shedeur Sanders for what he did in the preseason game. I mean, they just haters, and they just don't rock with him at all, because it was brilliant how he was able to, in a sense, pick apart the Carolina Panthers defense. Yes, you can have a play, and it can be something that you have to do when this comes, but a lot of quarterbacks.
Jeudy didn't just say Shedeur is good, he basically hinted that the kid is on a mission. The kind of mission that makes defensive backs wake up in a cold sweat. Apparently, Shedeur walks into the locker room like he's been in the NFL for years, poised, focused, and already carrying himself like he's the mayor of Cleveland. And Jeudy made sure everybody knew it. You could almost hear the hidden message: stop doubting this kid before he embarrasses you on Sunday.
Are we going to spend the entire year picking apart Shedeur Sanders? Or are we going to finally admit that he belongs in the league? I'm going to keep these receipts because I feel like we're witnessing history. They said he was the worst formal interview. They said he's entitled, not talented. They even said he was a developmental quarterback. Then last night's first preseason game, Shedeur shows up.
The funniest part? The Browns media world was waiting for some spicy drama. They were expecting Jeudy to roll his eyes, throw in some shady "he's gotta earn it" line, or complain about targets. Nope. Jerry shut all of that down. He said Shedeur is humble, locked in, and, wait for it, already commanding respect from veterans. That's right. Shedeur Sanders apparently has dudes twice his age looking at him like, yes, sir, quarterback, sir.
And what Shedeur Sanders did last night, at the very least, was put Dillon Gabriel in a situation where he's going to have to match what Shedeur did last night in one of these next two preseason games. But here's the thing. We got to slow down. As soon as the game was over last night, people are saying that he's got to be the QB1 going into the season, this, that, and the third. It was one preseason game against the Carolina Panthers. That was the bare minimum of what he needed to do to keep this as a conversation.
Let's be real. This is Cleveland. The Browns have a tradition of quarterbacks that's more depressing than a Monday morning hangover. From Johnny Partyboy Manziel to Baker Progressive Commercials Mayfield, it's been a rotating circus of maybe this is the guy followed by inevitable heartbreak. So when Jerry Jeudy breaks the silence to say Shedeur might actually be the one, that's basically like finding a unicorn in the middle of the dog pound.
Have a tendency to look good. But then you've got two rookies who have also played a lot of ball. I mean, you've got Dillon Gabriel, who is very smooth and efficient. And I thought he was that way with the pre-snap stuff, even in rookie camp. He just had an unbelievable command of that kind of stuff. So I think that's going to be important. And we're going to have to see, can Shedeur handle all of that stuff while learning a whole new scheme? These other guys have all had to pick up new terminology and new schemes very, very quickly.
And it's not just words either. Jeudy dropped hints that Shedeur is already putting in extra reps, building chemistry, and treating every practice like a playoff game. Translation, this kid is working harder than a Browns fan, convincing themselves this is our year. For once, the Browns might actually have a quarterback who isn't just there to collect a check and throw interceptions like party favors.
So first of all, what stuff is she talking about that we got to see if he's capable of handling?
Mary Kay, of course, asked all the right questions, probably expecting some kind of classic NFL ego clash story. Instead, she got Jeudy turning the whole interview into a Shedeur Sanders appreciation podcast. Honestly, the way he kept hyping him up, you'd think Jeudy had just been hired as Shedeur's PR manager. The man was out here writing Hall of Fame speeches before Shedeur has even played a full NFL season.
So it looks like Cleveland Browns All-Pro and top 100 wide receiver Jerry Jeudy just set the record straight with Cleveland Browns reporter Mary Kay.
But let's not miss the real message. Jerry Jeudy doesn't risk his own reputation unless he means it. NFL locker rooms are ruthless. If Shedeur was struggling, Jeudy could have stayed quiet or dropped some vague "he's learning" line. Instead, he went all in, calling Shedeur a leader, a worker, and someone who might change the entire culture of the Browns. You could practically hear the optimism dripping out of his voice, which is rare in Cleveland, where optimism usually goes to die.
When you look at other insiders, the people who was there for the minicamp, for the rookie minicamp, who had eyes on every single play, every single snap that Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders was doing, right? When they was out there telling us that sometimes Dillon Gabriel looked good, but there was other times where Shedeur Sanders looked better than Dillon Gabriel.
And that's what makes this controversial report so funny. The controversy wasn't that Jerry said something bad. The controversy is that he said something good, too good. NFL fans don't know how to handle positivity anymore. We're so used to feuds, cryptic tweets, and sideline tantrums that when a wide receiver genuinely supports his quarterback, it feels like we've stumbled into an alternate universe.
Hold up. Don't get excited. Shedeur Sanders had a solid performance yesterday. All right? No doubt about it. Okay? Solid performance.
Imagine the headlines. Jerry Jeudy praises quarterback instead of complaining about targets. Shocking. Unprecedented. Groundbreaking. What's next? Browns fans being happy? Look, Judy's message was clear. Don't underestimate Shedeur Sanders. The kid isn't here to play games, unless those games involve torching defenses and rewriting Cleveland's cursed quarterback history. And if Jeudy is right, Browns fans better buckle up, because things might finally get fun in Cleveland for once.
Hey man, it finally happened. Shedeur got on the field. You watching the game, Chad, there's a lot of Shedeur Sanders fans. What did you think of his first outing?
Listen, all the talk and the narratives and the storylines and whatever you want to say, sooner or later that ball's about to snap. And that young man we watched at Colorado, who was one of the best football players in the nation, is now looking like one of the best football players in the nation at another level. That's what it was. I knew the collusion and all the stuff, like I said, you want to go through. You saw what Shedeur Sanders was capable of. We all knew what Shedeur Sanders was capable of.
So let the doubters keep doubting. While everyone else is busy clowning the Browns, Jerry Jeudy just planted a flag and basically said, watch what happens. And honestly, if Shedeur lives up to even half of the hype Jeudy just dropped, the Browns won't just be making headlines, they'll be making playoff noise. Because when Jerry Jeudy breaks silence, apparently he doesn't whisper. He shouts it loud enough for the whole NFL to hear.